This is presented for the Republicans who are indeed the Trump cult. You didn't object when you heard Donald Trump say he likes to grab women by the pussy. You didn't object when he kicked the American media out of the Oval Office and handed 2 Russian spies classified data entrusted to him by one of our allies. You didn't object when he likened our intelligence community to Nazis. You didn't object when he stood before the Memorial Wall of Stars at Langley and told lie after lie about himself in the election. You didn't object while at Helsinki summit he met behind closed doors with Putin. You didn't object to him banning the American press from covering that meeting. You didn't object when he emerged from that meeting and sided with Putin over the findings of our own intelligence community. You didn't object when the Trump campaign admitted to Russian offers to help him defeat Secretary of State Clinton. You didn't object when he stood before the cameras and said, "Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find 30,000 emails that are missing." You didn't object when the Russians responded that very day with stolen emails. You didn't object when it was confirmed that the basis for the Trump Tower meeting was total fabrication. You didn't object when it was revealed that Trump himself floated the cover story of adoptions from Russia. You didn't object when the Trump campaign declined to inform the FBI about the Russian advances. You didn't object when Trump's campaign manager gave internal data on 4 key battleground states to agents working for Putin. You sure as hell didn't object when those very same battleground states shifted towards Trump on election day. You didn't object when Trump kicked his attorney general out of the room and asked the FBI director to let his national security advisor off the hook for lying about his contacts with Russian agents. You didn't object when Trump fired the FBI director for declining to let Flynn off the hook. You didn't object when Special Counsel Robert Mueller said he couldn't establish a conspiracy, largely because so many of Trump's staffers lied during their interviews and because Trump himself refused to submit to a live interview. You didn't object when Special Counsel You didn't object when it was confirmed that the very basis for the Trump Tower meeting was total fabrication, that it had nothing to do with adopting Russian children and everything to do with swinging the election. You didn't object when it was revealed that Trump himself floated the cover story of adoptions from Russia. You didn't object when it was confirmed that his campaign staff had met with Russian agents over 150 times and claimed that they never met at all. You didn't object when it was revealed he cheated on his wife with a porn star. You didn't object when it was revealed that he paid off that porn star to the tune of $130,000 to buy her silence. You didn't object when he pulled us out of the Paris Climate Accords. You didn't object when he scuttled the Obama administration's clean air and water standards. You didn't object when he opened up vast tracts of protected wilderness to his friends in the oil and mining industry. You didn't object to the myriad cases of violations of the Emoluments Clause. You didn't object when he mocked a disabled man at one of his rallies. You didn't object to the recently discovered military stopovers at Trump properties in Scotland. You didn't object when after mass shooting, he wouldn't lift a finger to protect even little school children from gun violence. You didn't object when he started putting tariffs on everyone from China to Turkey, which have undeniably hurt millions of people around the world and shaken the stock markets. You didn't object when he gave the corporate farming industry $26 billion in compensation for their losses due to his tariffs. You didn't object when he channeled $3.6 billion in Pentagon appropriations to his Mexican wall. You didn't object when Trump called out against Islamic terrorism on multiple occasions, but never once for terrorism by white nationalists. You didn't object when he forcibly separated little children from their parents. You didn't object when he confined those children to chain-link paddocks. You didn't object when a whistleblower revealed the president had on multiple occasions said things that potentially undermined our nation's safety and security. You didn't object when the Trump Organization misappropriated $500,000 from a kids' cancer charity and funneled the money directly to groups that were connected to Don Jr.'s control. You didn't object when he got caught trying to blackmail the president of Ukraine into smearing a likely Democratic challenger, Joe Biden, in an elaborate extortion scheme that undermined the national security of both the United States and Ukraine. You didn't object when his chief of staff admitted to it, said, "Get over it. We do it all the time." You didn't object when his personal lawyer, his personal consultant, and his army of sycophants at Fox News have repeatedly and consistently lied about all the above for 3 long years. So here's my question for you. What about any of the above do you believe entitles you to the right to call yourself patriots? In anything other than today's bizarre world, you wouldn't even make the rank of American. When this nightmare ends, we will remind you of just how patriotic you were during these days.